All right, so hit us with your thoughts on the Conn Smythe market right now. We've kind of gone over the course of the show.
Well,
McCarr's
the
the favorite.
McCarr move, right? Should we do that?
Yeah,
We didn't think we were going to do that on the air, but it happened during the show. Yeah.
It moved 90 cents over the course of the
And
show.
not
It
an
was
insignificant 90 cents. Yeah.
minus 135 to minus like 225, basically.
Huge percentage move. Like huge. Not the biggest 90-cent move you can have, but like pretty close. Not like a minus 1,000 to a minus 1,100 or something like that. So it's funny because my strategy was going to be, well, if Colorado wins, I think there's an insanely high percentage chance that he's going to win. Apparently, a lot of people agreed with that because now his price is getting closer to the Avs price. But they're like minus 295, right, or something like that at Rivers. Like
that is correct. That is the series price.
So now that gap is not nearly as big, like minus 295 to minus 220, basically. Whereas it was minus 295 to minus 125 or minus 135. So that's narrowing. But I agree with that. I think he's way likely to win, obviously, versus anybody else on the team. He should be priced like that. I mean, Sony said it. We said it at the start of the series, the way things were priced. Like the value in the Conn Smythe market is in the Lightning, if they happen to win, and they're still really big dogs to win the series, if they happen to do so, like the idea that Vasilevsky and Kucherov are by far their two most likely recipients of the award with how the playoffs have played out now, and this includes the back half of the Rangers series and obviously the games in this series, it's just not the case. Like there isn't a case that those two should be priced much differently than Stamkos and Palat at this point. Stamkos and Palat obviously are the two leading goal scorers for the Lightning. Now Kucherov has more points, but Stamkos and Palat have scored more goals. Palat and Stamkos also both have scored in this series, and Kucherov has not. And Vasilevsky, Stamkos also scored twice in the closeout game against the Rangers too. So it just, I mean, the value is entirely in those two players. And I think it's really easy to understand how that would be the case, right? Like take all of the situations where the Lightning win, however many you want, like out of 100, they win whatever, 25 of them. Okay, of those 25, how many times in those 25 does it go to each player? It's much more likely to be at a minimum an even distribution, 6 each or something with one going to an extra player.